Are you sitting down right now? Well, you might want to change your mind. Right up until Egyptian times, a contraption like a chair literally didn't exist. People, when they were sitting down, they were sitting down like what I'm doing right now, on the ground, around a fire, campfire. And when you sit like this, if you ever did that before, which I'm sure you did, what you realize that you can't really sit in the same position for very long. You switch positions just like I did right now, and then after a few minutes you probably lean back and continue talking like this. And the reason for that, because whenever you sit down, the ligamentous system in your back and around your hips are being stretched out. And whenever a ligament is stretched out for a pretty long period of time, it actually changes its length. In fact, if you stretch a ligament longer than 20 minutes, the length that it changes, it doesn't actually go back properly ever again. So that's why sitting on a chair where you're pretty much forced to stay in the very close vicinity of the same position for a long period of time, it is so awful for your system. But there are many other studies now that show that it's not just what it does for your back and your hips, why sitting is so bad for you. This is the reason today's uploading and what I write and the attached article, they are all about the same thing. Single-handedly, if you manage to get the seated portion of your day decreased the most, that will make the biggest difference in your overall health. More than exercising, more than eating, more than meditation. Well, okay, maybe not meditation, but everything else. So also keep that in mind that many people's reaction is like, okay, so I'm going to pay attention for my posture. I'm going to really try to make sure that I'm not slouching forward, I'm not relying only on my ligaments in my back, and I'm going to try to sit nice and tall. They did this wonderful study where they examined over 10,000 kids, and they constantly reminded them to pay attention for their posture and try to remain in this posture wherever you also rely on your back muscles, not just the ligamentous system in your back. And they wanted to see how long they were capable of holding that position. Out of 10,000 kids, with constant reminder, the longest period of time was 7 minutes. A kid was able to maintain this position. 7 minutes. Now, if you're not reminded, and you're not a kid, so your ligaments are already somewhat stretched and worn out, this time is going to be significantly less. So forget about trying to change your position. You got to get up. You got to move. So those little exercises throughout your day, just every 10-15 minutes, just for a second you stand up, you do a couple of lunges, even if it's just one lunge, back and forth. You know, you twist around once or twice and you sit back down and you continue your day. That itself will make a heck of a difference. Please read the article. It was in the New York Times. So luckily it's getting more publicly recognized. These ideas are not just fictitious ideas of crazy health professionals like I am, but really it does start to trickle out into the overall understanding when it comes to what is that makes us so unhealthy? What is that makes us so obese, generally talking, especially in America and in Europe? So please read the article and try to change your life little by little so you get the sitting on a chair out of your life as much as you can and replace it with movements, even at work, wherever you can. Have a good day. I hope this is helpful. Bye-bye.